Hello, how you doing? My name is Antonio. My page is Unapologetically Black, ADOS. I ask that you like and subscribe to the page. What I'd like to talk to you about today is that the conservative Republicans is accusing the FBI of treating them as they did the pro-black movements in the 60s. You have conservative congressmen who are accusing the FBI, who is also a conservative Republican, of treating white conservative Republicans the same as they treated the Black Panthers. Where is the evidence of this?
When the court says the FBI misled, that's a nice way of saying they lied. They lied, and as a result, important information was kept from we the people days before the most important election we have, election of President of the United States, election of the Commander-in-Chief. In a survey last fall, 4 out of 5 Americans said they believe there's a two-tiered system of justice in America today. They said that because there is. They said that because of what they've witnessed. Think about what Americans have seen.
This Republican congressman, conservative, who is accusing the FBI of targeting white conservatives, need to really pay attention. What have America seen? America have seen the federal government target Black Americans because of their politics. When you look at the assassination of Fred Hampton, it's just one of the examples of the federal government targeting Black Americans for executing their democratic rights. So it is ironic that they would accuse the government of treating them like they did the Black Panthers.
If this building caught fire right now, what would y'all worry about, huh? Water and escape. If somebody would have asked you, what's your culture during this fire, brother? Water. That's my culture. Well, how about your politics? Water and escape. Well, guess what? America's on fire right now. And until that fire's extinguished, don't nothing else mean a goddamn thing.
So, rednecks and Puerto Ricans in Chicago.
That motherfucker Fred, he showed soul to a slug.
Nice work, Bill.
Chicago's the most segregated city in America. Not Shreveport, not Birmingham. But we here to change that. The Black Panthers, the Young Lords, and the Young Patriots are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color. Chacha, tell them why we got here today.
Last week, our brother, Manuel Ramos, was shot in the head and killed by an off-duty pig. So we caught the pig and turned him over to his fellow pigs. And for some reason, we expected justice. Well, let's see what they do now that we're in front of the pig pen and we demand an independent investigation. No more pigs in our community. No more pigs in our community. No more pigs in our community. No more pigs in our community.
The current issue we have right now is the house is being set on fire from within. And that has always been the issue when blacks have tried to form a rainbow coalition with other races. Other races have sold us out in order to become honorary white people in some form or fashion, in order to gain favor or more favor from the oppressor. That is the issue with us creating a rainbow coalition. The issue with us creating a rainbow coalition or working with any other group of people is that America is being set on fire from within. The house is being set on fire from within. This is what you have to understand. So the dynamics is different, but not so much different because many a times blacks have tried to team him up with poor whites. All you have to do is do your research. We had at one time teamed up with poor whites to create what was called the fusion movement. And poor whites traded on those same blacks that tried to empower them as well as ourselves in order to empower white elites in order to have power in whiteness. So we have to understand and pay attention to history as well. But this is an example of Europeans ignoring your oppression while claiming that oppression, falsely claiming that oppression is occurring to them.
You really gonna call me a foot capitalist chairman?
So, summer of '69, the Rainbow Coalition is in full swing. Fred's influence is growing. What happens next?
I want him off the street. Charge him with something, anything, but get his black ass off the street.
Y'all don't see there's kids in here? Huh? Of course you're gonna wait till you get to a free breakfast program, pull something like this. Bunch of cowards. You
Tighten up.
disgust. Come on now. You disgust me.
Show some discipline. Tell Russ to get me a lawyer.
What was he arrested for?
Don't worry, y'all. I'll be right back.
Ice cream. He was accused of taking $70-something worth of ice cream. And I think he got 2 to 5 for that, if I'm not mistaken.
And how did Fred going to prison affect the party?
How didn't it? Membership decreased. Donations started dwindling. Because I was...
Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, and the Nation of Islam is prime examples of the United States government weaponizing the Department of Justice against blacks for political movements or political ideologies. White conservative Republicans cannot say this. They cannot say they have been under attack like this. They cannot say that the United States government has incarcerated their political leaders or assassinated their political leaders, such as in the case where Martin Luther King Jr. family sued the federal government in Memphis, and they was found guilty and liable for the death or assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. That has been hidden from the public. So there's never any indication of these type of things occurring to white conservative Republicans. However, there is lots of evidence that it has occurred to Black America. Still, they ignore this. This shows you they do not respect or acknowledge your humanity. They do not acknowledge the suffering that Black people have endured throughout American history and currently is going through. And they will never recognize your humanity. There will never be a rainbow coalition. There will never be a working collective. And they have pushed this falsehood as if they're being attacked because they expect the Department of Justice to only be applied to Black people. And they look the other way and have no issue when the government is executing Black Americans.
So good at installing alarms, buzzers, and things like that. Rush decided to promote me to security captain.
Oh, God. Damn it, man. What the fuck are you doing?
We got a visitor. Brother on the run from the pigs. Can't be too careful.
All right. God damn it. Put that shit down. Shit, man. Got to watch that shit, huh? Who was that?
Security Captain Bill O'Neill, motherfucker, who are you?
George Sams, security captain for the New Haven chapter. Pardon the paranoia.
Hey, we got a rat, man.
What?
They smoked one out in
How?
New Haven.
How? They put a squeeze on that motherfucker. That's how, man. No, I didn't say that. I said the brother got some discipline. In the area of the nose and the mouth. And then the brother started to show some cowardly tendencies, so boil some water, a little more discipline. We held a trial first.
Oh shit, where he at now?
He's at the bottom of the river with the rest of the trash.
Shit, I would have killed that motherfucker too. Killed him dead, I'd have beat the shit out that nigga too before I would have shot that nigga, stabbed his ass on. Man, y'all lucky.
This how deep the political attack was on blacks, is that the government, he was a government agent. The individual who killed the other Black Panther was the one who was the government informant, and in order to solidify himself within the ranks and prove himself, he committed a murder under the protection of the FBI. And while he's on the run, he's able to debrief the FBI, and the FBI was able to raid Black headquarters. Can the Republicans say that the Department of Justice has used any tactics like this against them? Can white conservative Republicans say the Department of Justice has used any of those tactics against them? And why would they cry about anything when they have said nothing about this injustice that occurred to Black people and is still occurring to Black people?
Heads up so you can make yourself scarce, okay?
Roy, are you fucking listening to me right now? They pour boiling water all over this motherfucker, you hear me?
Yes, I understand. I'm not surprised. What did I tell you? No different from the Klan. Now you see.
Hey, y'all gonna have to come up off some serious fucking dough for this, all right?
I will make sure you're properly compensated.
Yeah. Sir?
A Panther on the run from Connecticut was hiding out here in Chicago. Says he's part of a group that killed another Panther, an informant.
George Sams. Warrant's being written up as we speak. We're going in on Wednesday.
How do you know?
Sams is one of our guys. Warrant's just a pretense.
So Sams is the informant.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't really kill Alex Rackley?
No, he did. Well, he claims 2 other guys with the trigger men, but what's he gonna say?
Forgive me, I'm confused. So, this kid, Alex Rackley, was labeled an informant and then killed by an actual FBI informant. And we're just letting him walk for murder?
It's beautiful. He's on the lam, right? So anytime he goes into a Panther office, we get a warrant for harboring a fugitive.
The whole time it's the FBI who is harboring the fugitive. This is the most disturbing part about all of it, is the FBI was harboring him. The FBI was taking him from location to location in order to violate Black people's civil rights. This is the Department of Justice. This is the federal. This is the FBI, which was all ran by Republicans, targeting Black Americans for their political views, for their political stands. This is the Department of Justice weaponized against Blacks. So for them not to acknowledge this and to talk anything about them being persecuted by the government is to deny your humanity. It makes them no different than a person who denies the Holocaust.
He's in the interview room right now with our liaison guys planning the next stop on his little tour.
Wow. That's,
Takes a thief to catch a thief, Roy.
You got a snitch.
What the fuck is you talking about?
How the fuck did the pigs know Sam was even here? Y'all ever think about that?
That motherfucker run his mouth so much, he probably out of his damn self.
No, nigga, because they took the donor rolls and they left all these goddamn binders here. You understand what I'm saying? They went straight for the safe, right? Then they went straight into the weapons cabinet, which is right in the fucking slop closet. It's like they knew where everything was.
Hey, smart enough, brother.
What?
You falling right into the pig's trap.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? You know, Jimmy, maybe you a goddamn pig. You ever think about that? Hey! Show some discipline. It's a goddamn rat in here, Bobby, and when I find him, I'ma smoke him out. You motherfuckers hear me? I'ma smoke him out. You thought New Haven was bad. You keep fucking with me. You keep fucking with me. Cool it on in. God damn it.
So let's be clear. It was your white government who infiltrated and compromised certain niggas that created, you hear me? That created the destruction within our black organizations. Your government fucked up all your black organizations. Your government targeted you. They targeted you whenever you participate in democracy. The Department of Justice is sick on you whenever you participate in democracy, but you continue to allow these white folks to overlook this. You continue to allow them not to acknowledge your mistreatment. This is why you continue to be treated with a lack of humanity.